Hello, my dears. It's good to see you all again. I hope you've all been very well. I'm not ready to talk about the reasons that I've been away from YouTube for a while. Maybe someday I will. But for now, I'm just going to say it's really good to be here, and it's good to be back, and it's good to be with you all. I've already prayed and set my intentions for this reading, and I'm sitting here in my grandfather's garage, and there are flies that are extremely loud, buzzing all around my head. So to me, this feels like a sign because everything is connected. We all know this. I feel like if you've found this video, perhaps there are a lot of distractions happening in your life, a lot of challenges to your focus. Maybe you are having the same issue come up over and over again, and you feel like, God, this just won't leave me alone. This just won't leave me alone. It's nagging at me. It's annoying me. It's making noise in my ear, and I just can't seem to focus. And this one thing is just continually nagging at me. See, it's all perfect. So if you are feeling like that, I send you peace because I know how annoying that can be. Maybe you're connecting more with nature and having more bugs and animals come up to you. I know for one, I've been connecting with nature a lot more lately and making peace with bugs. I'm a city girl. I don't fuck with bugs usually, but like I've been finding myself having a lot more bugs come up to me lately. And today I just like sat on the beach and watched this little gnat crawl around on my nail for a while, and I was so honored for it to be sitting on me. So like maybe you've been doing more work with nature and having more bugs and animals come up to you. Maybe you've been working with the fairies or the pixies or the elf creatures and having them communicate with you more, which is a beautiful process. Yeah, the fly flying around gives me like you have things in your life that are just like nagging at you, and it feels like this low droning sound that you can't seem to escape. And it's funny, as I said, I was making peace with the fly, it started flying further away from me. That feels like a word, because I think that when we have acceptance for things that are challenging us in our lives, their power goes away. Or when we really look at and face the things that are challenging us, or our traumas, or our darkness, or our shadow, they start to have a lot less power over us. So I encourage you to, I send you peace, first of all, and I encourage you to do that shadow work and face anything that's been bothering you head on, because it's not going anywhere anyway. It's just going to show up subconsciously. It's just going to show up in the people that you attract. It's just the shadow work that we need to do is going to keep coming up until we do it. So if there's something that's challenging you right now, I definitely encourage you to face it head on and make peace with it in any way that you can, because as crazy as it sounds, everything is perfect. That's it. Yeah, so when I was just sitting here playing with the cards, I missed you guys. I missed this. It feels good. When I was just sitting here playing with the cards, a card like knocked over and fell into my hand, and I think it was the Knight of Swords reversed. And then the Knight of Wands reversed just came out. So yeah, this feels like holding pattern energy. This feels like you've like Maybe you've been having a lot of spiritual growth lately. Maybe you've been having a lot of new ideas come up, new things that you want to do, and you feel so fired up about them, but something is holding you back. Something or someone is holding you back. Maybe your own thought patterns, maybe your obsessions are holding you back. Something is making it feel like you can't move forward right now. And this might be your circumstances, this might be a particular person that you've been spending a lot of time around, or your job is not allowing you to shine in the ways you want to. So this is something to really think about, because the only thing that can really get in the way of us is our own mind. The only thing that can stop you from living your best life is yourself. And if you think about it, that's a really empowered place to come from. Because knowing that you are the only thing that's getting in your way is a very empowered place to come from, because then you can really get honest with yourself and identify those places where you're holding yourself back. Maybe it's your mental health. Maybe you have something in your mental health that you need to address. Maybe you need to make a career change. Maybe you need to sell all your shit and move into an RV and travel the country for the rest of your life. Maybe you need to do some work so that this person who ghosted you 2 years ago isn't popping up in your head anymore. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about you. Yeah, this is like really like frustrated energy, because Knight of Wands is like teenage boy, ready for anything, like ready to take on the world type of energy. But the Knight of Wands reversed right now is telling me that something is getting in your way. And the only thing that can get in your way is yourself. And I can hear people out there saying, but my job, but my wife, but my kids, but my house, but my bills, but my health. It's like, no. The only thing that can get in your way is you. Stop disempowering yourself by blaming your problems on everybody else. Yes, you can have compassion for yourself and say, wow, I had a fucked up childhood. Wow, this job is a mess. I really don't deserve this. Wow, people are treating me like shit, or whatever, or I don't have enough money, or whatever. Okay, identify the problems and do something about it. Identify the flying flies in your life and do something about it. Spray them bitches down, get out the fly swatter, and do it yourself. Empower yourself. Start today. Gorilla Biscuits, start today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Don't wait until you feel like it, because you're never going to feel like it. Especially if you've been in a place of disempowerment for a while, sometimes you're going to have to kick your own ass into gear and get to work. The only thing that can get in your way is yourself. And if you're out here lying to yourself and blaming everybody for the way your life is, and you're not happy with your life, then it's going to stay that way. You see? Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're looking at all these things that you want, but you're not doing anything about it. Maybe you're taking some time to self-reflect. Maybe you're taking time to get your plans in order and hammer out the details and think about exactly the way you want everything to look, which is great. But remember that you can only stay in the planning phase for so long. Eventually you're going to have to jump. Eventually you're going to have to move off of this cliff when, I was going to say when you're ready, but again, sometimes we don't feel ready. Sometimes we're depressed, and you are going to have to really kick yourself in the ass and get yourself ready. Because the world isn't going to wait for you. Read some Viktor Frankl. I just got an email. I feel such a saucy energy on this reading. I'm like, get your shit together. Which is cool, because that's, you know, that's kind of where I've been with myself too, where I'm like, no, we're living our dreams. Okay? No. We're living our dreams. Okay, we have the Two of Wands reversed now. I always love when I always love a consecutive queen. We got a 3 and a 2. So this feels like, okay, either you're going backwards in progress or you're ramping up for the ace energy, where you're like, okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So let this be your motivation. Let this be your moment to say to yourself, I deserve the life that I want. Give yourself a little tough love. Look yourself in the mirror and say, honey, we're not doing this anymore. You deserve a better life. You deserve a partner who gives you the things that you deserve. You deserve a job that makes you feel excited to get up in the morning. No Sunday scaries. We don't accept a job where it makes us feel Sunday scaries anymore. No, this is my life. I'm not going to, hate an entire segment of my life because I have a disgusting job. Think of how much time you spend at work. Think of how much energy you spend making money for yourself. You're going to resign yourself to hate all of that time? You're going to resign yourself to hate the person that you're married to? And God, it breaks my heart when I hear married people talking about how, I just got to get out of the house. I got to get out of the house as much as possible. I got to get away from her. Like, bro, get a divorce. Living in your big fancy house is better than living in a small apartment and being happy. Couldn't be me. This is your message. I'm being called to kick somebody in the ass today. The messages that are coming through are all like with love. You get one life, man. You get one. You're not going to be laying on your deathbed saying, man, I wish I would have stayed in that miserable marriage longer. You're not going to be laying on your deathbed saying, man, I wish I hadn't followed my dreams more. Man, I wish I had sat on the couch and scrolled through social media, watched a million more TikToks, numbed my mind more. That's the thing, is like, I'm tapping into somebody who has a lot of trauma, and I send you so much love and peace. Trust me, I've been there. I'm not going to list all the shit that I've been through, but I know what I'm talking about here. The world has really kicked my ass. Really kicked my ass. And I can't even tell you how many times I've had to get the boots on and kick its ass back. I'm doing it right now. So trust me when I say that I know what it's like to feel like the world is against me. I've got to take a sip. This is my sissy chalice. My siblings got it for me for my birthday. We're blessed. Where was I? I was kicking somebody's ass. This is me saying with all the love in the world, like, I'm talking to somebody with a lot of trauma who is defeated, who's feeling defeated. You are not defeated. You are feeling defeated. You're feeling tired. You're feeling exhausted. And honey, I get it. And honestly, part of the healing process is letting yourself mope a little bit. Maybe you're feeling like you just got your asshole handed to you by life. Be soft on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself that time to mourn and mope and be sad and depressed for a little bit. But then put your fucking makeup on. Get a nice, cute little outfit on. And get back to work. Because life isn't stopping. You know, when you're going through a horrible period, when you're going through grief, nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares. Learn that. And I care. I care. I feel like I'm coming off very spicy today, but I care. And I've been there. And I have compassion for you, and I have compassion for myself. And sometimes we gotta let ourselves be a little slow and a little soft, and like let ourselves be without bones and just melt to the floor and fall apart for a little bit. It's all part of it. And remember, everything is perfect. The flies are perfect. The hot ass garage that I'm sitting in is perfect. The grief is perfect. The lost job that you lost is perfect. The bull who don't text you back anymore is perfect. It's perfect. He's not texting you back because he wasn't your man. He or she or he or they or whoever removed themselves from your life so that they can free you up for the royalty that you deserve. So stop obsessing. You know. Because Knight of Wands reversed. You're feeling all this energy, but you're being held back by something. Three of Wands reversed. You're looking out at this future that you could have, but you're not doing anything about it. Two of Wands reversed. You have a decision to make. You are at a crossroads. You are not ready to take the leap of faith. Okay. But I feel like I'm being pushed to tell somebody or some group of people that have found this reading to jump. Because you might never feel ready. Say you're a singer and you have an opportunity to do an open mic on Friday. And you're terrified because you've never been on a stage before. And you're, do I tell my friends that I'm doing this? Oh my God, I want to live my dreams. I want to be a singer more than anything, but I'm so scared and I've never sang in public. Fucking do it. You're never going to feel ready. Don't wait. And let me tell you, as a person who's been in the entertainment game for a long time, just like falling is part of being a good skateboarder, like you cannot become a good skateboarder without falling a million times. You can't become a successful entertainer without failing a million times and embarrassing the shit out of yourself. So you might as well get started embarrassing the shit out of yourself. Ooh, this is good though. This is good. I can feel people watching this video and being like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. Fucking yeah, let's do it. Do it sad. Do it afraid. Do it grieving. The person that you're grieving would want you to do it. I love this energy. My cards are sticking together. Maybe it's a summer thing. It's a summer, baby. It's summer. What beautiful time. What more beautiful time to get things going. It's hot. It's sexy. It's like, ooh, it's the, nature is popping right now. We got flies. We got flies. Beep, 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 beep. Flies on the ones and twos. Everything is alive right now, baby. It's a perfect time to make some moves. I felt a strong desire to say to somebody, stop waiting for someone to take care of you. Stop trying to manifest someone to take care of you and meet your own needs. Meet your own needs, and counterintuitively, if you start meeting your own needs, you will attract someone who will spoil you. Isn't that interesting? And you won't be clung. You won't be desperate. You won't be, afraid to lose them or you'll kill yourself type of shit, Because you'll already have met your own needs. That's bad bitch energy 101. That's bad bitch energy 101. You want a man to spoil you? You want a woman to nurture you? Nurture yourself. Spoil yourself. Stop obsessing over, oh man, I need a man. Oh man, I need a woman. Oh man, I need a they, them to take care of me for the rest of my life. Ooh, what better way to repel the exact type of person that you want? Meet your own needs. List your own needs. And then get to work on meeting them yourself. 21:12 on the clock when I look down. Nah. Okay. 6 of Wands reversed. Yeah. Fame, recognition, community, people cheering you on, but it's in the reverse. So this is either the energy of you doing your projects just for you, which is beautiful. Not all of us need to be out on a stage. Like, not everyone wants to be Ariana Grande, Like, some people are totally happy with being a local cafe motherfucker who gets recognized around their town, And that's beautiful. Not everyone wants to be a super famous author. Some people just write because they love it and they have to stay alive. Not everybody wants to be a NBA whatever. They just like to play ball with the boys on on a Tuesday, you know what I mean? Like, this is the energy of like doing big things just for you, which is absolutely gorgeous. We love it. And this might be what this is leading up to. This is like, okay, I'm getting ready. I'm looking out at the things that I want. I'm looking. I'm here. I'm on the precipice. I'm making this decision, and I've made the decision, and I'm going to do these things for me. This might not even have to do with your creative endeavors. This might be like, I'm leaving this job just for me. I'm leaving this marriage just for me. I'm finally being selfish. I think the word selfish has been bastardized by the world. I think that there is nothing wrong with being selfish if it doesn't hurt other people. I don't want no kids. I want my life to be about me. Okay? Like, that type of energy where it's like, maybe you are a person who has been held back by people your whole life. You've been content to be that person who is taken care of by somebody. You've been content to be that house husband, house wife, house them, like house spouse. Ooh, house spouse. We're gender neutral queens out here. Okay. Much love for my they thems. House spouse. If I just invented that, you're welcome. Maybe you've been content to be somebody who is taken care of by people your whole life, and there's nothing wrong with that, but as long as you can like be okay with that, and as long as like, what if that person leaves you? Then you're gonna be fucked. That person drives you everywhere. You have no license. You never made moves to get your license yourself, so now you can't get yourself around. That person has filled the fridge your whole marriage, and you can't fill the fridge yourself when they leave. Like, it's cool to want to be spoiled and taken care of, but like, is that coming from a healthy place? We got to ask ourselves these questions sometimes. So maybe you've been tangent for somebody, clearly. My house spouse out there watching this. Maybe you've been a person who's been content to be dependent, and now you're like, no, I'm taking the reins back. Maybe you've been content to be the person who has been depended on, and now you are saying, no, I would like to be free now. So the Six of Wands reverse could mean that you're making moves just for yourself, that you're making creative projects just for yourself, that you're, okay, we got an upright card. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely energy to bring in here. Or it could mean that you're shooting your dreams in the foot. It could mean that you want so desperately to be up here on this horse with all these people cheering for you and supporting you and loving you and recognizing you and seeing your magic, but you're afraid, or you're blocked somehow, or you refuse to make a move, or you refuse to make a choice, the leap of faith. I'll tell you, man, I'm guided to say, if you want big things in this world, you got to take big risks. You can sit in your ashram and meditate and manifest all day long. And God bless if you're the kind of manifester who can say, I want $1 million, and then it shows up on your doorstep. God bless. That's great for you. But most of the time, how it's going to work is, if you want to be a rich and famous and successful entertainer, you got to get your ass out there and you got to take big risks. Honey, when I was 24 years old, I moved to California by myself on a train cross country from Philadelphia to Los Angeles with 2 bags, 2 packs of cigarettes, and $200. And my plan was to be homeless for a while. For my dreams. And then I did it again a few years later. So I know what it's like to sacrifice everything you have for your dreams. I've been hungry. I've been homeless twice. I've been abused. I've been an active alcoholic. Trust me, I know what it's like to take huge risks for the things that you know are in your soul. So if you've had a dream your whole life that, like me, I was told when I was a child by God what I was sent here for, and I've never let anything beat it out of me. If you are like me and you have been blessed enough to know what you've been sent here for, you're going to have to take some big risks. If you're not a nepotism baby, which who wants to be that? You're going to have to take some big risks, and you're going to have to fall. You want to be Tony Hawk? You got to fall, motherfucker, and you got to break some bones. You want to be, who's a great self-made, singer? I can't even think of any. You want to be Amy Winehouse? You're going to have to break some fucking bones. And you're going to have to hone your craft. And you're going to have to practice, and you're going to have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours doing the things you love and being consistent and dropping some pleasures of life. Maybe you can't spend as much time at the bar as you want. Maybe you can't spend much time with your friends or your partner or your house spouse, or, you got to focus on your health. I feel like I'm giving Dr. Steve Brule right now. You gotta focus on your health if you want to be successful, early Dr. Steve Brule, though, I feel like he very much changed from Tim and Eric Awesome Show, Dr. Steve Brule, to check it out, Dr. Steve Brule. That was like Tim and Eric Awesome Show, Dr. Steve Brule. There's different parts of your body. The fly has landed in my hair. You've got a journey ahead of you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I feel like I need to say this, I don't want to cast doubt on instant manifestation, because I do believe in instant manifestation. 100%. I've done it. I've seen it. It happens. So I'm not casting doubt on instant manifestation. It can happen, and it does happen. However, you don't want to be like, how do I say this? Yeah, I'm just going to reiterate that, like, if you want big things in this world, you're going to have to do big things. Great success 99.99999% of the time is not just going to be dropped into your lap automatically. And who would want that anyway? You don't grow from that. If I had made it all the times that I had been sitting in Universal Music Group when they were looking at me at 23, when I was sitting in Warner Brothers Studios getting looked at by Universal Music Group and Warner Brothers and all them record labels, if I had made it at that point when I was licking on the side of making it, I would have killed myself. I wasn't ready. You're going to have to get ready. You're going to have to do a lot of big things. Right, like I said, who wants to be a nepotism baby? Look at all the list of nepotism baby artists. Are they making great art? Like, are they making powerful, life-changing art? No. Look at someone who came from the gutter and, like, experienced life and loss and grief and addiction and horrors of life. I'd much rather listen to a song from a person like that than a song from a person who's had everything handed to them their whole life and has had their ass wiped their whole life. So you're gonna have to work to get out of this energy. These first 4 cards: Knight of Wands reversed, 3 of Wands reversed, 2 of Wands reversed. Insane. 6 of Wands reversed. Insane. Okay, these are all Wands and they're all reversed. So there is so much fire building in you. I feel it. But you are blocking yourself, because remember, no thing can stop you in this world but you. And if you're saying to me, but, nah. Stop giving your power away. Take your power back. Use this fire and flip it upright and get it the fuck going. Ooh, I love this reading. And we finish with the Knight of Cups. 555 on the clock. Brother, 555, the number of change. Oh my God. I could cry. This is incredibly powerful, what's happening right now. And look how I'm being gifted for doing this myself, for making this move and bursting out of my dark night of the soul that I've been going through. I'm being gifted with an amazing reading. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Knight of Cups is what you have to look forward to. So this is, you've got all this fire building up inside you that is ready to fucking burst. I can feel it like a fucking, like, I feel like if I wasn't so hot right now, I would be much more, you know, like you just have, you're like a rocket that's like been stalling and waiting to take off. And this is what you have to look forward to when you take that leap of faith, when you make that decision, when you get your ass up and put your makeup on, dye your roots, and spray some perfume on, put a pretty outfit on, and walk with your head up high and make those moves. You have beautiful things to look forward to. This is the gift. 555 on the clock when I started talking about this card. This is the change. 555 is the number of change. This is the change that you are waiting for when you file those divorce papers, when you move out of that house that's been, thousands of dollars of repairs, and oh my God, my dream didn't turn out the way I thought it would. Okay. I think it's the heat too in here that's like making me very rare. But like, listen, honey, I love you. I get it. It's okay. This is what you have to look forward to. This soothing, brave, valiant energy. The knights are the teenage boys of the deck. They're ready to go. But the cups is your emotions. So this is your new emotions taking the reins here. If you get brave enough to look at yourself in the mirror and finally admit to yourself that your mom and your dad and your traumas, and I say this with all the compassion for you, but like I feel like a big sister right now telling you your mom might have abused you, your dad might have disappointed you, your boss might be a narcissist, you might be surrounded with shitty people right now and friends who don't support you and all these things. And it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. What happened to you was not your fault, but it's your responsibility to heal. It's your life. Are you going to let the fact that you grew up poor hold you down forever? Or are you going to be content to be, a dependent person who's just, oh, well, I grew up poor, so, there's nothing I can do. And it's like, it's okay, it's fine, but like, I don't know about you, but I want amazing things from this life. I demand amazing things from this life, actually. So I have every reason to sit here and wallow in my self-pity. I have every reason to let my traumas hold me down and hold me back, but I want an amazing life. I want a lot of things from this world, and I intend to get them. And I am getting them, and I do get them, and I will get them. How about you? Are you going to let your shitty marriage kneecap the rest of your life? Are you going to let your shitty job give you the Sunday scaries every week? Are you going to be terrified for summer to end because you can't bear the thought of going through another winter? Or are you going to take the power back and say, look, what happened to me was not my fault, but my life is my responsibility. My joy is my responsibility. Start today. Wow, I love you. It's so good to be back. Support me on Patreon, please. And please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss another upload, comment, anything that has come up for you. The link to my Patreon will be in the pinned comment and the description box underneath the video. Wow, that was powerful as hell. Sending you lots of love. Get your ass up and get to it.